This is KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and Steve Shanley, director of the Cedar Rapids Municipal Band, is back as you're not to the end of the season yet, but you're into your final 3 weeks. Concert tonight and a couple more after that.
We are in the home stretch, week 7, tonight at Knoll Ridge Park at 7:30. I encourage you to show up early. We've got a nice group at 6:30, the Cedar Rapids Area Youth Flute Ensemble. Amy Sams has been directing that each of the last 3 years and does an outstanding job with those students. So come early at 6:30 and enjoy some flute choir music from the area high school's best flute players.
And before we get any further, I just want to congratulate you again on because this bringing the high school ensembles in to be a part of your program. That's something that came new with you when you took over the band 5 years ago, right?
Yes. Yeah, we have very strong music programs, choral and instrumental, in our city, and I luckily had the support of the commission to use the band in our concerts as a way to help showcase the fine musical talent from the students in our community.
Yeah, so congratulations on that. What a great way to and also to keep those students playing and practicing over the summer.
There's that, too. Their band directors appreciate that little extra. I mean, the students know they should practice over the summer, but there's always something about the public performance that makes it a little bit more motivating for them, shall we say, to maybe get that flute out of the case a few extra times.
So the flute ensemble tonight is kind of your pre-show. Then what's on the program for the municipal band?
Oh, we got a good one this week. Dave McAnally, who is our new president at Coe College, he also happens to be a very fine guitar player. And I remember when he was one of the finalists a few years ago when we were doing the search, and we heard that, one of the candidates is a musician. And I said, what's he play? Well, he plays the guitar. And I rolled my eyes. I'm sure he plays the guitar.
You're thinking 3 chords, and a passable Beatles tune.
Everyone thinks they can play the guitar. Everyone thinks, they were in a band in high school. And, well, as it turns out, this guy can really play. And he is going to be performing on the 4th movement of a concerto that Cedar Rapids native Michael Doherty wrote for guitar and orchestra, electric guitar and orchestra. And it is in the style, it's got Leonard Skinner, Duane Allman. It's this whole sort of kind of southern rock pickin' style guitar. It's called chicken pickin'. And he can play. He's good. It's got wailing kind of blues solo, but also some really tough mixed meter things. So he's a fine player. You're gonna want to see that. Bill Carson is going to guest conduct that. He's the band director at Coe College with me where I work, and so he'll be guest conducting on that.
And just a word about Michael Doherty, because sometimes, people are familiar with the Doherty family and their music, and may know that Michael has been back and done commissions for Orchestra Iowa and things like that in the past. But if you're not tuned in to the symphonic and classical world, you will not realize that Michael Doherty is just about the biggest deal there is.
He is. He's one of
in that world.
He is one of the 10 most played living composers that we have today.
Not long after Tim Hankiewicz came to Orchestra Iowa, he came out to a Jazz Under the Stars, and Michael was in town. And so he was standing around listening, and I'm chatting with Tim, and he gets this panicked look on his face, and he looks over and he said, "Is that Michael Doherty?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, yeah, he comes to one of these whenever he's in town." He says, "Could you introduce me?"
Yeah.
He was totally starstruck, and now of course they're good friends. But so fun to have a Michael Doherty composition on the program.
It is, and it's so cool that he has wanted to remain close to Cedar Rapids, and anytime he's been back in town, he's conducted the municipal band when he's been back, and he's always very supportive of everything we do here in Cedar Rapids. So he has not forgotten about us, even though he's gone on to what some might consider bigger and better things.
So his concerto with guitar and President McAnally. And then one of our young artist competition runner-up students, Josh Lyman, fine trombone player from Kennedy, will also be joining us to
to play the first movement of the Gordon Jacob Trombone Concerto, and that will be wonderful as well. These high school students, they are so far beyond what I was even thinking about when I was in high school. Their musicianship amazes me. And
well, and you've made the comment to me privately a time or two about especially our trombone players in this side of the state.
It is kind of odd, the sheer number of professional trombone players we have, trombone players who are also band directors, and then all of the amazing student trombone players we have. For what has not really historically been a very glamorous instrument, we sure have an abundance of those right now. And so for Josh to be one of the better of the trombones is really saying something.
Because there's a lot of competition.
There is, yeah. He's a great young man. So that will be fun as well. And then we got some other treats as usual, medleys from Beauty and the Beast, and some music from Timothy Marr, who, although he's not from Iowa, spent a great deal of time in Iowa getting his master's and doctorate at the University of Iowa in the 80s and 90s, so we kind of consider him one of our own as well.
So that's tonight?
That's tonight,
7:30.
7:30, and then this Saturday, for those of you who like the farmers market, this is going to be the one Saturday of the summer that we play at the farmers market. So 10 o'clock this Saturday, July 18th, same concert with the president of Co on guitar, and then this Sunday, July 19th, at Ellis Park.
So 3 shows this week.
3 shows
Three
this
opportunities.
week. 3 opportunities to hear the president at Co shred on the guitar.
So. Boy, that's not a phrase you hear.
No,
often.
you do not hear that very often. And then next week is going to be also a lot of stuff crammed into one concert. The Harmony Hawks will join us next week for our performances, both of our performances. That would be a week from tonight at Bowman Woods, and then a week from Sunday on July 26th at the Amphitheater. And for those of you who did not join us for our 4th of July week performance in the Amphitheater, that is a great venue. The band sounds amazing there, and we are working on ways to make parking more accessible and get some of the people who maybe have some mobility issues a little bit closer. So definitely encourage you to come out for that, because you're going to hear the Harmony Hawks and the Municipal Band team up on Sweet Caroline. So you're not going to want to miss that.
Okay.
I need to, as soon as we get done here, I need to go finish arranging that. Well, I need to go start arranging it. Who am I kidding? And also, local jazz favorite Rod Pearson is going to be playing saxophone with us on a cool little Nestico piece called Persuasion. Sammy Nestico is a longtime composer and arranger for the Count Basie Band, and also kind of unknown to a lot of people as a very fine concert band writer as well, and wrote a cool piece for alto saxophone and band called Persuasion, which Rod's going to play. And then, you saxophone nerds out there, Rod has got access to a C melody saxophone and is going to be performing a piece that Los Angeles-based saxophonist Dan Higgins, I think was his name, wrote based on a poem called Hurry Home Firefly. And it's this little, it's short but really fast kind of musical depiction of a firefly skidding about. And Rod's playing that on C melody. So if you're into saxophones, you aren't going to want to miss that. And another young artist runner-up, Joshua Yem from Linn-Mar High School, is going to be joining us on oboe. So action-packed week 8. That's a week from tonight, 7:30 at Bowman Woods Park, and then a week from this Sunday, that's July 26th at the McGrath Amphitheater.
So tonight, Noel Ridge Park, Saturday at the Farmers Market, Sunday at Ellis this week, and then next week, Bowman Woods on Wednesday and the Amphitheater on Sunday.
That's it. You got it.
All right, and then the week after that, come back and tell me all about the big conclusion, the season ender.
The first ever, as far as I know, international guest artist will be joining us.
There you go. Now that's a tease worth tuning in for, if I've heard anything.
It is, and the band commission was particularly excited because since he's from out of the country, he can't accept any payment. So we get this amazing musician from Europe, and not only we can't pay him. So yeah,
everybody wins.
Everybody wins. Yes.
Steve Shanley with the Municipal Band. Again, the website, if people want to look up any of this information later, is crmuniband.org, or if you do a Google search on Cedar Rapids Band, we should be one of the first hits. All right.